However, I have a big issue with it. What the hell is that? Oh, I already ran an ad. Oh, right, because you guys are VIPs. You guys are VIPs, so I think you don't get ads. Anyway, yes, I can force the menu up. The issue is... All right, the issue is... I cannot, for the love of me, remember the button for it. I do not remember the button to bring up the menu. Ah, it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. I just don't remember the button. And I don't want to screw something up. Simple as, wait, is it F5? No, F5 brings me to menu. Dang it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't want to screw this one up. Load. Escape? I will try. No, not escape. F1, F2. Oh, I've got an I've got an FPS counter. That matters? No. F3, F5. No, F4 is just full screen. F5 is going back to menus. F6, F7, F8. No. F9. No. I can throw shit at me with F9. F10. No. F12. No, that's screenshot. Dang it. Alt. I don't... That's the thing about my keyboard. I do not have FN. I have a really old keyboard. I have an incredibly old keyboard. I have to buy one. I have to buy a new one at one point. Which actually brings me to one point. As weird as it may sound, how do you guys feel about donations and such? Because I was actually thinking about starting a goal soon-ish. Maybe in 5 or 6 days. Thank you for Googling. Thank you very much for helping, Astro. That's much appreciated. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. But as soon as we take some steps, the media is upon us. They are countless in their numbers. Oh boy, the media, the crowds, the zombies. It appears as if they are trying to block our entry. They hold their microphones out, wanting answers. Oh, hello, Fukamoto. It's the Lucky 2. Hey, that's the news reporter from last night. He's the one who reported the death of Klace. Contest winners, we need to talk. There's some allegations going around. They say this is just for publicity. Reggie, do not engage the press. They will try to scare you into talking, but legally, they can't get in our way. Just keep walking, and they will move. That is, if they want to keep their careers. He glares at Fukamoto as he says these last few words. Perhaps I'll ask again later? Yeah, get the hell out of here. Shoo, Fukamoto. He slowly backs away and blends into the crowd. Arjun must have intimidated him into submission. Well, he would definitely make me submit, that's for sure. Oh yeah, like look at his huge freaking stick. He has a gigantic stick. Anyway. But it was for the best, and I'm thankful. I wouldn't have known what to do on my own. Not even Google has idea. Oh boy. If Google is powerless, we are powerless. Follow me and do not engage. Tinge will tell you the truth of things, and you don't want to say something stupid. I already said a lot of stupid things, thank you very much. I nod as if I find the counsel invaluable. We keep walking, and I make sure Killa is in a towel. Inumi is following us as well, completely unfazed. He must be used to this limelight by now. Limelight? Like green light? Being Klace's brother, he would get lots of attention. In Subnautica, it was the one below Escape. But Subnautica is way different game. What do you mean? I do remember. Well, I could actually watch an episode, like one of my previous episodes for this game, and I think I would be able to get some ideas. I look back at the limo. A large crowd blocks Jade attempts to leave. My keyboard has the Argus symbol there. Does it? That's awesome! That's really awesome. Not used to all these eyes on you, eh? Not at all. Mm-mm. As soon as he says that, it hits me, and a sense of anxiety starts to rise within me. If I was being watched, it could be anybody here. Ask him if we can walk faster, but then I get another text message. I pull out my phone with extreme apprehension. I'm unable to display a calm composure. I'm sure I could play it off as a fear of the crowd. Arshan has no idea what happened on my end. Worried, aren't you? Good. Okay, now it's getting very clear that I'm being followed, and they are close enough to see my worry as well. I scan my surroundings, but everyone is watching me. They certainly picked the perfect time to watch. I would never be able to tell who it was in this crowd. I start to panic and cling even closer to Arshan. I give him a gentle nudge, pushing him to move faster. He seems to take my signal and thankfully obeys. Thankfully then. It isn't much longer until we get inside. He's promptly greeted with the illusion of safety. So yeah, in general, what do you guys feel? How do you guys feel like about donations and such? Like, should I put them out? I feel like I should. Like, I could put them out, but at the same time, I feel like I don't. Like, not enough people watch me to like. What you call it? Justify it? Yep, I guess is the best thing. She played us. She made us afraid. She would text us, so she could text us. We are afraid. Yes, we are afraid. I am afraid. I don't want to get stabbed, alright? Especially by Maxine. I take a large breath as soon as we get inside. For some reason, it feels like I'm safe. Is there any like fees or stuff if you enable it? Not really. I just showcase the thing, and it's all like, what you call it? It's 100% voluntary. It's 100% voluntary. So if you want, you donate. You don't donate. You don't donate. Simple as. It's nothing forced. Hell, I think it's in the page. Like, I think it's in About Me right now. Is it? Isn't it? Let me see. It should be. Yeah, it's there in the middle. Freaking hell, I'm a bitch for placing it there. It's more of me wanting to display it. For some reason, it feels like I'm safe. It's odd how one door can make such a difference. Inumi scares away as soon as we get inside. Then I don't see any downside. As I said, I need a few more weeks. Huh? Few more weeks for what? The windows are dimmed, so it's not too bright. But this bodes well for someone in my situation. If I was being watched, they couldn't do it now. I stand relieved in the lobby with Arshan and Killa. You did a good job there. You were overwhelmed, but that's normal. You handled yourself admirably. Thanks. If only he knew I was actually worried. Middle of October, gambles paying off. I told you when you played Kamarebi. I actually do not remember, sorry. Again, my memory is like the one of fish. Or worse than a fish. That's totally a lie, but he's way too nice. I know, right? Killa is possibly really worried, or he's in another stage of, like, grief. What would it be at this point? Acceptance? Maybe he just moved on really fast. Actually, perhaps I should tell him. He would be the last person I want to hide this from. And he's probably know exactly how to respond. Hopefully. I'll wait until I can talk to him in the private. I want you two to wait right here. I play Majora's Mask. I basically studied the stages of grief. That is fair enough. I never played Zelda. I think I said it before, so Maybe in future we will play it. I'll go find out where Sinja is. Do me a favor and don't wander. Will do. He walks towards what I assume is the reception desk. I turn to Killa and ask him if he's okay. So far, it's been impossible to get read on him. I know he's prone to zoning out, but this is unreal. I'm good, just overwhelmed. I mean, what are the odds of this? Nothing has gone our way since we got here. We will get involved with the media now. They will probably even dig up our pasts. I'm not really cool with that, Reggie. Of course you're not cool. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance. Most of the time, people get stuck on anger. To be honest, that's fair. But I guess he moved on from anger. Luck is definitely not on our side. He's right. This was supposed to be luxurious. Our every dream was expected to become a reality. Saying that this hasn't happened is an understatement. It went south in almost every way imaginable. I tell Kila that everything will be okay, although I don't know who I'm trying to convince. There's a lot more on plate with the fate of Terra, so I simply say we should wait until we talk to Singe. The Slinky! Singe is the Slinky! You're right. Yeah, you're right. Kila stopped on depression. Aww. Still, he's really close to finishing it. Finishing the cycle. It's not Uraboro's cycle after all, right? He turns away and starts to inspect the lobby. It's really massive, and it doesn't really look foreign at all. In fact, it makes me feel at home. Very modern. I don't stray away at Arshan's behest. No weird words. Instead, I look at the TV attached to the wall. They are playing a news report, recorded earlier. It must be a story of interest to Tokyo citizens. Well, it puts them at ease after all, right? It's basically the one person that's been accused of starting the whole midnight killings. Well, not really, but still. So yeah. I think people deserve to know that simply because it puts them at ease, especially since the media rolled it for such a long time. A few months pass, I realize that's true, but if it happened to be a great interest to me as well. Hello, Fukamoto. Hello, Fukamoto here. I've been lucky enough to snag an interview right here on the streets of Akihabara. This is very spontaneous, people. Sorry for any background noise, but I think you will enjoy our guest. This guy seems to get around. Are there no other news reporters in Japan? It seems so. Holy hell, he's fast. She arrived in Tokyo a few weeks ago, but she's been under scrutiny ever since. Well, we are here for the real story. And we will get it from the woman herself. Everybody, welcome! Maxine Armstrong, the CEO of Armstrong Incorporated. Hello there, lady. Oh, I know you. It's my pleasure to be here, Fukumoto-san. So Max was near when we got the message. How convenient. I mean, in 2 minutes, neither of them would have been able to run a kilometer. Kind of true, kind of not. You would be surprised. 2 minutes for 1 kilometer? That's really short time. You can run it, you can walk it actually. You can walk it with a fast pace. You will get a little sweaty, yeah, but you can do it. It's the woman I've run into multiple times. Didn't think she was special enough for her own report. Also, because of this... Wait, okay. Because of this braid over here, right? Reminds me of Valessa a lot, for some reason. Oh well. For those not in know, Maxine came... That's what she said. Or he said. Whichever. Please, call me Max. Very well. Max, you came here from the United States, but nobody knew the real reason why. $100 meters into... So 100 meters in 12 seconds, so yep, 8 meters per second. Or however many kilometers per hour it is. I don't remember the formula. Well, what was that like? Like 30 kilometers per hour? Doable. Doable on legs, trust me. People can run really fast. Times 3.6. People can run fast, alright? People can run really fast. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. This has made a lot of people uneasy, given the nature of your business. Chemical and explosive weaponry, right? But not for 120 seconds. Trust me, that's enough. And the doggo is barking, dang it. Some would say you deal in war. That's actually incorrect, Fukamoto. Armstrong Incorporated desires protection. We sell an item that is useless on its own. Our corporations are security measures. Any other use is the buyer's fault. We provide a means, not anything else. Exactly! Exactly! The liability. Especially if you don't want to lose your hat. I do not have a hat, thank you very much. He has a hat. But not me. I can run. He can't. We have a very thorough selection process. Clients are all given mental health exams. We ensure that the client is fit, you see. The tabloids always exaggerate things, but you're no strangers to that yourself. I want protection for everyone, not war. Many of our clients are government suits, but celebrities are within our realm too. If a weapon goes off, it is only to protect. It's easy to make it sound like bad. And are you mentally fit, Max? Did you take the test? Who needs to? She's the owner. She doesn't need it. Of course she's not mentally fit. Nobody is. It's easy to make it sound like I'm bad, but the weapon I sell guarantee safety. The good old manipulation and way she got with words, perfect. It is not my fault if they are misused. Oh, I see. Thanks for explaining. But that is admirable mission statement. Your parents would be proud of you, Max. But can you understand the unease? Some people are scared of your presence. Now guess who she gave her weapon recently? Arshan? Singe. Singe has a gun. Singe! That's a gun! Yes! Bam! Some people are scared of your presence, especially since you're keeping secrets. But now, Japan is your audience. Do you have anything to say? Something to put us at ease? So it's very safe in that building. To be honest, fair enough. Unfortunately, I do not. My purpose here is confidential. However, no harm will come to your citizens. My presence here should put you at ease. I offer the most advanced products possible. I could even stop the midnight deaths. Huh? There you have it, folks. Max is here to stop the murders. An amazing goal. Bravo, Max. That's not what I said. That's all we have time for today. Haha, Strowman. She got Strowman. But rest easy. We all are safe. Yes, she could. She just needs to stop murdering. That's good. That's good. Armstrong is here for a noble purpose. This is Fukamoto signing off. Strong in arm. Maxine. Discover who Maxine is. Strong in arm. The Armstrong. That's wonderful. I love you, Klace, for this pun. Even though I dislike you for Kamarebi because of some reasons. Wow, that was pretty heavy. I've heard of Armstrong Incorporated before, but this was my first time hearing about its owner. I've never would have thought that it was her. I will have to talk to her about it if I see her again. She did express interest at getting to know me better. I see that Arshan is on his way back. Hopefully, now we would get to meet with Singe. I was dying to hear an official statement about this. Well, we will literally be dying soon, huh? I await our official move as I walk towards my friend. Hey, thanks for staying put, you two. The conference won't start for a while yet. so we can go and pass some time upstairs. Renting this place must be expensive. Finch's pocket go pretty deep, it seems. Well, anyways, I guess we should go. You would expect she would only walk around with dozens of bodyguards, especially considering the midnight deaths. That's true. Those people outside are very loud. A headache is the last thing I want. Although I will say this, bodyguards are not necessarily like super visible. Many of times they are just like wearing normal clothing and just staying close to a specific person. Somewhat close, but still unseen. It should be more quiet upstairs. Of course it will be. We start walking towards the stairs. Me and Killa follow him without question. I guess it was almost instinctual. If he was our protection, we would need to stay close. And that's why we did as we ascended the stairs. We would leave the frenzy of the media behind us, but unfortunately, not for good. Dang it. It was quieter up here, just like Arshan had hoped. He pressed his back against the wall and watched us. Then he scouts around, looking from left to right. He definitely has some good vantage points from here. Killa leaves my side as well and tries to find a seat. Eventually, he situates himself in a nice leather chair. I see a lot of familiar faces around this room. Rook is using his tablet and Enumi is pacing around. Since when are the channel points called Floppa coins? Do not worry about it, just enjoy the Floppa coins. But then I see some not so familiar faces, although I feel like I recognize them from TV. It's almost like everybody important to Klace was here. Maybe they were just as clueless as I was about this. I guess I wasn't the only one who wanted some answers. I am not worrying, I was just curious. Since today they are called differently. I did put on some work in the morning. Well, morning, quote unquote, because I woke up at 2. So yeah. We're customizing more things. We are customizing more things. I want you guys to feel like this is a special place for you, basically. Because it is. It is supposed to be a special place for you. It isn't long before Rook looks up from his tablet. He notices me and starts to walk in my direction. I wonder how he was handling all of this. Hello, Rook. Hey, Reggie. Nice to see you made it. I'm assuming that new guy is Arshan? Too bad the last guard just ran off. Run off? What does that mean? What does he mean by that? Anyway, no beating around the bush. You're here, so you must know the truth. Last night, Klace was murdered. He's saying it in such an emotionless way. It's hard for me to tell if this has even bothered him. Instead of prying, I tell him that I did know the truth. I saw Fukamoto reporting live on TV past midnight. Oh, Fukamoto, I hate this guy. He stretches the truth almost every time. You like red, you're a communist. You like red, you like communist. I have no idea how he got the job. He got the job because he can exactly do that. That's the journalist's work right now. Right now, or even back then. What was that joke? What joke? You mean you like red, you're communist? That's basically what Rook said. It's basically... Yes. It's basically the equivalent if you like color red, which is associated with USSR, you're a commie. Simple as. He is... It may sound weird, but in my eyes, he's a good journalist because he sells a product. His product is media. He sells it really well because of controversies, like he did with Maxine. Look at the end of his interview with Maxine. He pulled a straw man on her. He pulled a freaking straw man and used it against her and ended the interview there. Simple as. He sold a product there. Are we in the US in the 1950s? Yes. Apparently Japan is part of US right now. Oh well. That would explain why so many people can speak perfect English. Especially Fukamoto. I would expect Fukamoto to not speak English. He twists words like the tabloids. I'm surprised he works for a real station. That's true, I did see his interview with Maxine. I let Rook know that he tried to interview me as well. He mentioned that this was all a publicity stunt. Of course he would mention that. Listen, I don't take him seriously. You learn that pretty quickly in Tokyo. But the general population loves him. Honestly, I'm not able to see why. Fukumoto probably speaks any language of any celebrity. Oh, so he has like a universal language for every celebrity. The celebrity language. Ugh. He's just a sham. A how do you read this? Sensationalist? Sensationalist. Good enough. And this is how the journalist should be. Simple as. At least nowadays, unfortunately. I do not agree with this. I genuinely do not agree with this. I think journalists should be honest. I think journalism should be something objective, not subjective. However, those people need to make money at the end of the day. And what sells? Controversies, sensations, everything like that. We cannot really fight it. That's the age we are in. Controversies sell. People don't want to hear news. People want to see spicy news. It was harshly worded, but had some wisdom. Tinge is just getting ready. It shouldn't be much longer. We call that a don't read it. Sensation journalist. Sensation journalist? Sensation journalist. So don't complain about English term. Sensation journalist. Oh my god, I cannot read it. Yep, you're right. Maybe you should get to know the crew. Everyone is still I almost read it. Everyone is still choked, of course. Well, I guess screw it. We're gonna keep it. Everyone is still choked, of course. But some friendships might help them. Uniting is what we need to do right now. Rook turns his head and notices someone approaching. It's a fox with a guitar, and he steps with purpose. I guess Rocker is a fine place to start. I told you not to read it. Everyone is choked. Where's Riley? I know, right? The good old Riley daddy. Oh, Daddy Riley, please choke us more. I mean, what? What? No. We don't do that here. He's definitely a knowledgeable man. Wait, a complaint from Rook? Wow, it must be my birthday. Don't flatter yourself. Hey, you're the one that said it. Of course. He's so cute, I know. His expression, it reminds me of one character from different VN. I forgot the name of it. Monorasu? Dang it, I forgot the name of it. Let's see. Do I remember the name of this VN or no? Possibly not. Yep, I do not remember the name of this VN. Dang it! There was this super duper adorable character in it, and he was so pretty and so nice and always smiling. Dang it, I cannot find the name of it. Oh well. And he looks so happy all the time. I know! The smile is so precious. He bows to Rook as a gesture of respect. He then does the same to me, wearing a large smile. I cannot bow, unfortunately. Sorry, I'm not one for shaking hands, but with much respect, it's my pleasure. I'm Rocker, nice to meet you, Reggie. I hesitantly give him a bow and introduce myself too. Oh my, why do you give me so hard words? Why do you give me hard words today? Game. Seikerai? Seikerai. Good enough. Reggie, I don't deserve that. Come on, Rocker, not now. Just don't English them. I'm trying to not English them. Like, I physically cannot English them. I'm trying my best to read them as they are. This is very important though. Reggie, that was an incorrect bow. You went far too low just now. Huh? How? I cannot even bend my head here. That's the best I can do. Yep, that's the best I can do. A bow like that is for an apology, or for addressing someone of status. Oh, well, fair enough. Well, you're somebody of status, you play guitar, right? And I mean exceptionally high status. Furthermore, your back was bent as well. You should always try to keep it straight. A crooked bow can be seen as disrespectful. Try and remember this simple fact. The most 15-degree bow is fine. That's perfect. Around here, it's called a shaku. A shaku. It's meant for equals, and I don't mean to rag on you, but I would hate for you to offend someone. Well, this is my signal to leave. I don't need any of your famous lectures. I've heard way too many about Japan now. I heard too much about Japan. Rook gives me a very crooked and low bow. I would show you a middle finger if I could, genuinely. I'm lifting it up right now, but unfortunately you cannot see it because I do not have leap motion. As if to mock me, the entire lesson Rocker just gave. I am surprised he didn't scare you away. If I were you, I would have run. There are 3 bows. One kinda on shoulder height is for friends, like 40 degree for a person of authority or name, and 3 on the knees for the ruler of ancient Japan. Wow. The news, the info, we learn more. He can be really rude with that, knowing it. He thinks he's joking or something, but it always comes off as a crass. He's not the best at social interaction. Of course he's not. Rook is incredibly bad at social interaction. Regardless of my feelings about Rook, it was true. In fact, Rocker's lesson was refreshing. He did it legitimately inform me about bows, not to judge or berate him. Ow! Ow! MHF, why you do this to me? Ah! Not to judge or berate me, like Rook would always do. He speaks so serious but so nice at the same time. Right, I know! And then there is Rook, which is just cold. Good evening, MHF, how are you doing? I thank him for trying to give me the bow. What? I thank him and try giving him the bow he explained. 15 degrees and with a straight back. Well, I can bend 15 degrees backwards, how about that? Good enough. Nice to see you too. Ah, thank you. How are you doing? You catch on fast. I like that. We will get along just fine, Reggie. Of course. I know we have spare time before the speech. If you want to hang out, feel free. Of course. You will be meeting Shock too. Who's Shock? I don't remember Shock. I'm about to reach 5,500 words. Awesome! You won't ever get Rook's heart to heart, so when it would have been time, I'm gonna fill you in. Alrighty. When he says the name Shock, it all becomes clear. Shock and Rocker were Klace's lead guitarists. They performed some of the most legendary solos. I'm starstruck as he walks away, almost in disbelief. I've heard lots of their music and it was awesome, but here he was, talking to me, so casually. If I knew who he was at first, I would have panicked. Both Rocker and Rook had a very good point. I had some time to waste before Sin's speech began, and there were so many interesting people up here. I would love to get to know each and every one of them. Well, I already know Rook and Killa good enough, but Arshan was still a mystery, as was Inumi, and Shock and Rocker were quite enticing as well. Hanging out with a rockstar duo would be awesome. Unfortunately, I couldn't hang out with all of them. I stay in place, contemplating my next actions. I think Arshan is very cute, but you will have to talk with Shock and Rocker when you get a choice. You will get like a dozen more chances to charm Arshan, and other two are pretty good too. That is true. I like Arshan, but I was thinking about Rocker as well. Would you like to save the game? Yes. Bap. Okay, how are we looking like, by the way? True ending flanks is first, three of them. Flanks. Rook affection -1, of course. I dislike Rook personally. So I will say this, we're gonna take another small